Look at you, man. You everywhere and to witness all this crazy stuff.
And you know what's funny? I feel like you know, I do a segment on my platform, Monster Nation, called "It Went Down Like This,"
Right.
where I tell stories from the past, and I don't, you know, people be like, "Yo, stop doing it," like the current events. You know, I be having people like, "Yo, Rock, you ain't no gossip nigga. Leave this shit alone. We want to hear them boot camp stories, this, that, and the third." But in my mind, I feel like the stories are gonna run out if I do them every day. Like, I don't feel like it don't seem like that many stories to me, and you see how my memory be betraying me from time to time, so I be trying to space it out, but
No,
yeah.
but I like all of it though. All the stuff that you do because it's important though. You in touch with what's going on right now too, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And you got the ask me what was it the Tuesdays where
yeah,
you
Ugly Truth Tuesday.
ugly Tuesdays. Yeah, there you go. Where you like let people ask you whatever and you'll
Mhm,
answer it. You know,
mhm.
I mean, you got a lot of good shit, bro. Like for real. But I actually like that you talk about the topics of today though, because not too many people, not too many like rappers that have the history that you do have been able to make the transition into content creation successfully the way that you have.
Well,
You built a pretty you
I
built
don't
a
know
pretty
that
good following though.
yeah, but I don't know that I don't know how successful I am though, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, my numbers are very up and down, like, they're
Yeah,
you
but
know,
your
they're
shit pops up a lot of times, bro. Like I mean, at least for me,
mhm.
even before, I was thinking about interviewing you. Like I remember way back when I first started, I was like, man, rock shit just be popping up all the time. Every time there's some news, this shit pop up for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah,
I appreciate it. That's you know, Imma keep grinding. I enjoy doing it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's necessary because I feel like, you know, everybody just, you know, just everybody likes to pile on and kick people while they down. You know, I feel like some of this shit does need to be talked about and you know, but Imma just, you know, Imma talk about it the way I do it, which is not to, you know, I do my best not to kick a nigga while he down and
you're very fair. I
yeah.
gotta admit, you're very fair. I've seen some of the stuff. I'm not gonna talk about some older stuff. You had mentioned my name in the past, you know what I mean? You know, with some people and stuff like that who I try not to talk about anymore or anything like that. I've moved on. So I'm just saying, I was like, man, I wonder how Rock really feel about this. I started watching, I was like, oh, he just said Panda Chop. I was like, okay, you know who I am. Okay. But
That's
yeah,
what's up.
no, but it's good to hear because you did that 5-part video. Remember, it was on you.
5-part video with my
The three
peoples.
letters, the three letters.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Nah, that's what's up. Nah, I no, you know, like, I listen, I identify with them, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I identify as one of them. Like with ADHD, you tell me what the symptoms are, let me tell you if I'm yeah. If it means this, and this, then yes, I fall into that category, right? I'm fine with that, you know, and I love the you know, I love my lineage. I love them people. I just say it, FBA. I love them people, like, you know, I understand our plight. I just I say this all the time, like, my life has just dealt me a a very specific mixture of ingredients and circumstances that makes it very hard for me to be bigoted against anybody that I know means well. I can't be bigoted against nobody. Like, you know, I know that there's some fucked up people in every group of people. You see the comparisons I made, you know, from the you know, I look at things a certain way. You know, a gang is a gang is a gang, whether it's a Republican, a Christian, or a blood to me. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe that there are good and bad people in all three fractions. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I don't look at races as gangs. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because you don't get to choose that. You know what I'm
No, you
saying?
don't.
You just is what you is, right? So when it comes to that topic, it's like,
I felt you were very fair when you were discussing it, though. Because
Yeah,
you
but
said that
like
the actual definition you totally understand, but I think that you were also
that's what I was getting at. Like some people, like they become gangbangers in the such. Like, you know, they online banging for the,
but
you
you
know,
also
for
understand people have their own agenda when using certain things. Just kind of like how I think you had gave the BLM movement as an example, where you know, it's a
Mhm.
good thing, right? But then
Right,
obviously we saw what happened with it and how
right.
certain things were
Like
done
things
incorrectly.
go awry. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
But like the you know the what is it? The intention of the movement, the original message, the original, you know, like it's something I subscribe to. Like I'm with all of that.
Face value too.
Right.
At
You
face
know what I'm
value,
saying?
this is what we stand for. Right.
Right. I'm with all of that. You know what I mean? But like I said, you know, just it's kind of hard for me to, you know, it's kind of hard for me to get so, you know, aggressive towards people that are not of that lineage when I know them personally and know that they're good people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I think that you also do a good job of when you might have been incorrect or something like that. You'll come on the next video and you'll be like, you know, I was wrong on this part, or like I got some
Yo,
new information, or this person called me and stuff. You know, because you know a lot of
now the
people.
funniest,
You know, you just
now the
throw it out
funniest
there.
one, now the funny, look, the funniest one is one time I was just pissed off for the shit that I was seeing on Instagram. Cause like at the end, you know, when the caption, at the end of the caption, it says less. Like when you click on it, you when you read half the short caption, click on it, it says more, and then you read the rest of it, you see at the end of it, it says less. I thought that people was hashtagging less. You know what I'm saying? On some like, you know how people be saying say less all the time? I thought people was saying less, and I'm like, and then I thought that they was adding it on my posters. I'm like, and I was so so embarrassingly wrong on this. Just stupid. I came on YouTube and ranted about it. Random Rocco. What the fuck is this less? And then I found out what it was. I came back and yo, I was wrong. I was tripping. I was tripping. Yeah, like but I do that intentionally. I want people to be more comfortable with saying when they wrong. Like it ain't that bad. You can get a laugh
Absolutely.
out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's people respect it. People chuckle. You know, people
You
join in.
be
They let
giving advice to people on how to fix their PR issues too. Like the situation we was just talking about, you was giving advice. You know, you could resolve this by just coming out and be saying like, "I didn't know." You know, like you be doing that.
yeah.
If you ask me, this is what I would do. No, you be giving good advice, man, for real.
Yeah, because niggas are so used to manly or manly looking a certain way. I
Exactly.
got you. Well, let me give you some more options, right? Because this shit is manly too. Let me show you. Do it like this.
It takes a man to admit when he's wrong. It really does, and to own up to that, man. You know, I always think that like people look better when they willing to do that. Because after a while, when your track record looks like you never taking accountability for anything that you do, it looks bad.
Yeah,
And people
dude.
got, and these days, everybody got receipts, this screenshot, this screen
Yeah.
recording.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And the famouser you are, the more they got. Like the more
Exactly.
diligent they are about that shit. Like I might be able to post and delete some shit and it not get clipped. But
Right.
not 50.
Yeah, good luck with like a status of a 50.
Right.
Jay's not even on social media,
He's smart
so good
in
for
that
him.
way. Yeah.
When you that rich, you ain't gotta be.
Bro.